Okay, I'm really excited to share this little testimonial with you. This is Lynn Albright. Lynn Albright has been in Alouette for over 24 years. She's been on pretty much every trip that I can think of. I know I've seen her on that. But last night we had a wonderful opportunity to be in the room with a bunch of girls, and Lynn was telling some fantastic stories. She is hysterical. Now, the Lynn that I know from seeing at Alouette functions is funny. Everybody wants to be around her. She's the entertainer. People think she's the life of the party. And that is who Lynn is. And I was really shocked to find out last night that that's not who Lynn was before she got into Alouette. So I wanted to tell you a little bit about how she felt about getting into Alouette and really how scared she was about doing presentations even before she got into Alouette.
Okay, let me just say I was very shy when I started. I never took any kind of dance recitals or did any kind of music, anything that had a recital attached to it because I was so afraid to perform or be in front of people, afraid I might fail, what they would think about me. And as a matter of fact, when I was at Clemson University, I took a 0 in one of my classes because the whole idea was you would get up in front of the camera, be with the peers at the university, and you would teach a concept. Well, in my mind, what I thought he was saying is, you get up there, do that, you're going to mess it up, and then we're going to just, slice you up into pieces. And so I took a 0 and had to do a lot of extra credit for that. And I continue to be very shy, and I remember doing my first show, I was petrified, nervous. I felt bad, like I'd really had a case of the flu. And so I was going to try to get out of doing my first show and call my president. My husband absolutely would not let me, because that was on a Friday. My next show was Monday, and he knew that I would complain about it the whole time. But let me tell you about the person that I've become after doing Alouette. It took me a lot of years to work through that, but there were stepping stones all the way through that. And some of my accomplishments that are just mile markers for me, one is when I flew to New Orleans by myself. I mean, this is a person that would never even go to a baby shower by herself. So I flew to New Orleans because I wanted to learn how to be better in this business. And I wanted to see what Misty McNabb was doing. I flew to New Orleans by myself, rented a car, drove 2 hours to an unknown destination to me. And I was just so amazed and so proud of myself at the woman I was becoming. And I'm not done yet. I mean, it's just amazing. Last year, my daughter got married in Jamaica. We had an incredible destination wedding, and one of the other mile markers for me was that I was able, after 9 months of being able to pay cash for her wedding. And I mean, we didn't scrimp on anything. And I just planned it because all through my Alouette career, I've always said that it never, ever took me away from my family. And it didn't, ladies. It's a flexible schedule. You get to work when you want to. And you can do anything and have anything. You just have to plan for success and plan the flexibility. That's what that means. And so with her wedding, I knew these, the times that deposits were due and when the gown was needed, we needed to pay for it. And so for 9 months, I did more shows than I normally do. And I think the thing that I was so amazed about was that if I was teaching school or if I had another job, I would never been able to do that. I couldn't have gone in to say, you know what, I need to pay for my daughter's dress this week. And so I need to work more. I had that opportunity. And, I told him last night that if I left Alouette today, that the woman I've become is even more important than all the recognition and the trips, because I have confidence in who I am and my ability. And I know that that's a God thing. I don't think I ever said, Lord, is this something you want me to do? But I know his hand was on it from August the 7th, 1987, when I did that first show. So I just love Alouette and will always be grateful for the opportunities, the flexibility, the fact that as a mom, I can say that I never missed anything my children did. I didn't go to every practice because that wasn't important. But for me to be sitting on the sidelines when they were playing sports, or whatever it might have been, being at a banquet, or being at some function that was important to them, that I could do that.
That's great. Thank you. Wow. All right. This is the story that Lynn told us last night. And, when you see people at conferences and you think of them as one way because they're getting recognition, they're winning things, they're funny, they're the life of the party, to hear them talk about feeling like they couldn't do that first show, that they wanted to back out of the first show, they wanted to give their kit back, and then to have their business turn around like that, I think is amazing. And the thing about the wedding, you've had other goals, obviously in your career,
Oh,
starting
absolutely.
out.
Yes.
Did it start out being goals like paying bills or extras or?
Yeah, because when I started, we were in debt a lot. We had a lot of credit card debt, and I remember paying off the credit cards so that by the third year that I was in Alouette, I could literally pay cash for Christmas. So it started with smaller goals, and I know that God uses that to give you a foundation.
Right.
To see that, yes, I can do that. I've done that.
Right.
I can do this.
I can do the next step.
I can go to the next step. Right.
That's great. All right. Thank you, Lynn Albright. Listen, this is a great inspiration for those of you that are thinking, could I really make a lot of money in a short period of time? It was 9 months.
9 months.
That you made $20,000.
Over $20,000 to pay
for the whole wedding.
We paid for the wedding. It was a destination wedding. We paid for their honeymoon, and then we paid for the reception a month later.
Oh, wow. Awesome. Awesome. Thanks, Lynn. All right.
Bye-bye.